field, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Curtis, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Curtis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Curtis. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
That's a what? 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the pass, here we go, set up.
From the shotgun, it's Bissett. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Eli Apple. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 29. Watch the ship. To the car.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Reset. 19. 5. To the pass. Watch twist. Watch twist. And go. And go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Danny. He's for the pass. He's checking crowd. And go.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Break the set. 19. Play 31. Stay with your man. Kill. Jim.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, watch that. Check Mike. 50 points down. He's coming. Hey, alert. Out. 59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, 24. Slam. Say. Hey, 25. And go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Alert! He's checking. Crash! Walk. Get wide. Tighten up. At 24.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
19. 54 miles. Oh, here we go. Oh, 59.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's got to hook up to Moore. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard
line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Texans nothing.
Mike set. 19. Mike 5-4. First take. Check 50. 49. Check 49. 54. Watch safety creeping.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We're set. It's an 18. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Under crunch. Under crunch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check. Check. 9. Check. Switch.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 24. Hey, 31. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
At the 48-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Around the NFL.
Hey, 31. 55, Mike, got 55. 59, 59. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Watson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Curtis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You think you gonna get this? 24 is down, he's coming.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Brissett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now in Houston, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try the left side. It's Curtis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Shelling through the defense. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 54. Yeah. Check 43. Check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The stop made by GRIDIRON Casey.
Down, he's coming.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Whip. 66. Bullet.
Now Watson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Under 10. 10.
4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 3rd down, Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The give running right is Chubb. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Set. 218. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 59. Check 26. Check 3. Check 3. Switch. 31.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 59. Big get. 54. Right there. 54.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw. Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish